Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Heather and this is Walter. I'm here to share my journey with you. I am 42 years old and have been battling anorexia for over 26 years. It all began when I was 16. I made a New Year's resolution to lose weight. And by that point, I'd already been dieting for about 5 years. At 16, I was determined, so determined that I ended up with a lifelong struggle with an eating disorder. Right now, I'm in quasi-recovery, which means I've weight restored, but I haven't reached my body's natural set point weight. If you're unfamiliar with the set point theory, it's supported by science and the experiences of those who have recovered. It suggests that our bodies have a genetic weight range that can vary by a few pounds. The approach is used by dietitians and eating disorder centers to support individuals in recovery, helping them reach their natural weight. This is terrifying. What will my set point be? How much weight will I have to gain? These are questions I still have. And that's why I want to share my story to help others who are going through something similar or maybe the same thing. So why should you listen to me if I haven't fully recovered? Because in January of 2024, I finally made the hardest decision of my life and checked myself into an eating disorder treatment facility. And it was the best decision I have ever made. In December of 2023, I had hit rock bottom. I was the thinnest I had been in a really long time. And for the first time, I had no energy. I had always been full of energy, constantly on the go. But suddenly, I couldn't get out of bed. I felt completely drained. Depression hit me hard, and that's something I'd never experienced before. I was exhausted physically, mentally, emotionally, and I literally kept shrinking myself. But no matter how much weight I lost, it really was never enough. I just wanted to be empty in every sense of the word. I knew if I didn't get help, I might not survive. So I made the call, actually several calls to treatment centers. More on that later. I told the treatment center I could only do virtual therapy, not residential. After 26 years of living with anorexia, I had no idea how long it was going to take to fix me. I had a career, I have a husband, I have responsibilities. I was not leaving. I was doing this from home. Unfortunately, they told me virtual treatment would not be enough. I was too sick and I needed inpatient care. And they would only take me if I went into residential. I refused and kind of thought, well, at least I had tried. Was I really even ready anyway? A weekish later, they called back and they offered me a chance to try virtual treatment. I was in. As much as it hurt to admit, they were right. After 2 weeks of virtual treatment, I knew it wasn't enough. I needed inpatient care. Making the decision to go to inpatient treatment was the hardest thing I have ever done. It meant letting go of the one thing I thought that made me special, something I had actually been good at, even praised for my entire adult life. It felt like I was making the decision to give up my entire identity, but I had to choose recovery. And after 3 weeks and 1 day of inpatient treatment, I made the decision to discharge myself. But I did not stop there. I committed to virtual treatment. I followed all of the rules, the meal plans, and reminded myself if I could dedicate 26 years to mastering my eating disorder, I could shift that mindset and become the best outpatient patient. By April of 2024, they recommended my discharge, and I had reached my set point, determined weight that they had decided. Basically, this is an arbitrary number because I had never fully developed as a healthy adult. So deep down, I knew no one could ultimately tell me what my body's natural weight would be. But the number they gave me was the number I'd accepted. And I really convinced myself that I could handle that number. After being discharged, I continued to follow the rules, follow the meal plan, and continue to gain weight. I was like, what is happening? When I was given the set point number, I had accepted that the weight